some explosive action here. Look out, Nelly, kind of right in the chest. Cover 1, 2, and again, Rip breaks it up, and he'll get a yellow card this time. It's about time. Watch it now. There's the tag. Goldie didn't see it. Goldie Rogers didn't see it. Watch this. Oh, he caught him right across the face. 1, 2, 3. He got him. He got him. Biff Wellington scoring along with his partner, Steve Blackman, against the Rogers boys. Quite a fight. Well, I'm going to tell you something. December the 8th here in Calgary, the Supercard, and what a Supercard it's going to be. December the 8th, a Thursday night. That's right. You'll see the British Bulldogs in action. You'll see the Rock Morocco. You'll see many other new faces. You'll see championship fights, Morocco fighting whoever has the North American heavyweight title at that time. It's going to be your patented ring-a-ding-dong dandy. That's December the 8th here in Calgary, a Thursday night for Supercar. We move on to Promoter's Corner. Stu Hart, you certainly look forward to bringing The Rock into this territory.
Yes, he's a very good, he's one of the best Hawaiian boys that I know in the business, and he's been in the business about 12, 14 years, and he's one of the outstanding athletes that come out of Hawaii.
Well, you have something very special for some people, a calendar involving great pictures of the stars of Stampede Wrestling. Want to tell us about it?
Yeah, it's a very interesting calendar. On each page, there's a special edition of some of the stars of Stampede Wrestling, and there'll be fellas like Owen Hart and Bret Hart, and I believe, and some Muck and Singh, I imagine, will be in there, and many of the other stars of Stampede Wrestling will be filling out the 12 pages of the calendar.
Okay, thank you very much, Stu Hart, for appearing with us on Promoter's Corner. Now over to Jim Davies.
Well, the crowd is chanting nasty comments at this man, North American heavyweight champ, Muck and Singh. Muck and Singh, before we get into anything else, I want to ask you about Strangler Steve DeSalvo. He's been behaving strangely lately. He's been talking about the Zodiac.
Okay,
what is going on?
All day, Davies. You know something? There's definitely something wrong with Zodiac. He thinks he's a Zodiac now. He thinks he's like the second coming of the Zodiac or something, DeSalvo. You look at him, there's something wrong with him. He's bizarre, you know. Last week he showed it. He's going to run me all over, run me into tables, poles. There's something wrong with him, Davies. I hate to come out with this crazy statement, but I think he's possessed. He's possessed by something, and I'm going to figure out what it is, and that's going to be my advantage. That will be my advantage when I find out what it is. It'll be his disadvantage.
Okay, speaking of possession, there is a man who wants to possess this belt. Coming into the territory next week, the Rock Morocco.
Let me tell you something, Don Morocco. I'm here. I'm the North American champion. I'm not going nowhere. You show up, you come in, you challenge me. You think you've been all over the world. You think you're a superstar. Well, you haven't proved nothing to me, Morocco. You got to come in here. I got a few surprises for you. You prove yourself to me, and maybe you'll get a shot at this title. Maybe you will. You don't impress me because you've been wrestling here or you've been wrestling there. I'm the impressive one. I got the gold. I'm the champion. You understand that, Morocco? You know what it's like when two rocks hit, Davies? It's like, bam, the earth moves when two rocks hit. Well, he's got rocks in his head, and I got rocks right here in this fist. And you're going to learn that, magnificent Morocco, when you show up here to try to take this belt from me.
Morocco's going to be on that upcoming Supercard that nobody wants to miss. So the British Bulldogs. You must be kind of excited about that.
Oh, boy, I'm excited. Supercard. It's about time the great Muckin got involved in some supercards. The super wrestler of the world that I am. You know what? The Bulldogs are coming. You're right. Maybe all the people could start bringing them little, what do you call them? Pooper scoopers or something like that, Davies.
That's Muck and Singh coming right up.
Morocco, I'm here. Just show up, big guy, and you'll be paddling your way back to Hawaii in your little kayak.
Okay, coming right up. Newcomer Vinny Valentino taking on the man from Peace River, Gilles DeFosse.
Valentino, Buffalo, New York. In the ring against Gilles DeFosse of Peace River, Alberta. 1 fall, 15-minute time limit. Half a dozen minutes into the match. Wayne Hart looking on as Valentino runs into his first trouble of the match. Gilles DeFosse. Whoa, man, did he hit that shoulder or what? DeFosse, another graduate of the Hart Brothers Professional Wrestling Camp. Boy, they have supplied a lot of talent to the world of wrestling. On that shoulder, and that's what DeFosse is aiming at now. Valentino showing some good stuff in the early going, but he's run into a buzzsaw. DeFosse being warned about his roughhouse tactics. Chest 2.
Give up. Give up.
Valentino is not about to do uncle in either English or Italian. He's using the hair. Oh, DeFosse.
1 yellow card for DeFosse.
Now being shown a yellow card. DeFosse's roughhouse tactics are giving Valentino, the newcomer, all he can handle here.
Bring it on. 1, 2, 3.
Boy, he got that foot up just in time. Caught him right in the jaw. But Valentino is hurting, I would suggest. Not enough to give DeFosse what for. Big clothesline from close range. Boy, that's a little hard on the complexion, isn't it? Something's got to give here. Got him nicely with a drop kick. Valentino measuring him now. He elects to fly, but oh man, he's got an overland route, hasn't he? Except DeFosse came in close, may have got caught. He did. DeFosse staggered over towards that corner. That was the mistake. And it was a big mistake. As a result, Vinny Valentino comes out the victor, scoring over Gilles DeFosse. Let me check the time. Just short of the 10-minute mark. Okay, let's meet Vinny Valentino right here, right now.
Well, Vinny Valentino, a very successful debut in the territory, a convincing victory. You must be thinking about Karachi Vice and all the other opponents you're going to have to face here.
Well, I tell you, there's a whole bunch here. But first, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank everybody for a big welcome that they gave me this evening. And I'm looking forward to wrestling all over here in Canada. You know, I've heard so much about Calgary and all over Canada, the amount of competition that they had in Stampede Wrestling. And everybody all over the world in professional wrestling, it's their dream to come out here to Stampede Wrestling and to prove their talent. I've been around now for about 8 years all over most of the world. But Calgary here, the Stampede Wrestlers produced a lot of superstars. Just to name one, the British Bulldogs. They're back here, right where they started from. And I know all the fans here, you know, are anxious to see them when they come back in action because, you know, they're the greatest tag team in the world.
You're watching Vulcan Singh, 310-pounder Billings.
5 minutes.
Craig Jameson, 245 with Tascuin. It's been a lesson for Jameson thus far. Fight totally dominated by Singh. Jameson, the relative rookie, just needs to get some experience under his belt, but this is what you call a tough way to get experience. Is it ever? Oh.
Second yellow card for Vulcan Singh.
Vulcan Singh now has 2 yellow cards, so 1 more, and it's lights out. Got up over top. Just sort of a glancing blow with that drop kick. Didn't get enough of him. Oh, he's a machine in there, that big man, isn't he? A monster machine. Power slam. It's all over. It's all over. Vulcan Singh scoring over Craig Jameson. The magnificent Morocco is coming. He's coming.
Morocco, let me tell you something. I'm going to just keep repeating this so it's got to sink into you. You're a rock. Can you imagine a guy wanting to be called a rock? I'll tell you something. You want to come in here and challenge me for this? You want to come in here and challenge me for the North American Championship? Well, I got a little surprise for you. You haven't proved nothing to me. You haven't proved nothing to me right here in this territory. See this right here? My half-brother, Vulcan Singh. That's who you got to come in. I'll make you a deal, Morocco. If you can beat him, NCAA champion, 3-time All-American, you then have a chance to wrestle me. A chance to wrestle me.
You would dare to take on The Rock?
I've beaten bigger men. I've beaten better men. Sure, he has a lot of experience in pro wrestling. I've only been in it maybe a year or so. But all I got to say, Big Don Morocco, you got to get to me to get to him, and you're not going to get through me. I guarantee it.
Okay, let's get to Leo Burke. I want to get out of here. I want to get out of here.
Morocco, get ready.
Oh, get out of here. Here's Leo with Jim Davies.
Leo Burke, Johnny Smith, says he's run out of competition in the mid-heavyweight division. He wants to take you on.
Well, there's no doubt about it. He's proven himself. He is the current Commonwealth champion. What I'm after is North American belt. As you know, I went down from #1 contender to #2, so I'm hoping to use this as a stepping stone to get back to #1 challenger.
Well, I can see that happening. Leo Burke coming right up against Johnny Smith.
Against Leo Burke of Moncton, New Brunswick. 1 fall, 30 minutes. We're nearing the 10-minute mark. Burke in trouble only in the past 2-3 minutes. He had a dominant position in the fight until then. Right now, can't get going. Can't even get in the ring, as a matter of fact. However, Johnny Smith pulls him in. Boy, there's a lot of snap to that one. 1, 2. He kicked out in time. Smith objecting to the count. Couple of shots to the midsection with the heel of his boot. How many times in a situation like this have we seen Leo Burke come back just when all seemed lost? Got amazing durability. Solid right hand. Oh, yes. One fall, 30-minute time limit. We're at the 10-minute mark. It's going to flip him. Johnny Smith, and we could hear him from here, said, "This is it, baby." Well, baby, it wasn't. No, sir. Leo's been on the catching end now for over 5 minutes. Smith can't pick him up. Burke can. He got him out of there. Oh, he caught him. Gonna drop him. Crowd is beginning to chant, "Sleeper, sleeper, sleeper." Got him right on top of the head. Can he get him up for the sleeper? There's the knee drop to the side of the head. Crowd waiting in anticipation. You gonna drive him? Smith won't go up, and he throws him up instead. Down 1, 2. Whoa. Just 2. Neck breaker and cover 1, 2. That's all. Crowd is saying, "Give him a sleeper." Big suplex. Smith's got his leg up on the ropes. Watch it now. This is often how he applies it. Whoa, Smith got the leg up. 1. I was using the ropes. He got Burke, but he was using the ropes. He was using the ropes. I cannot believe that, but that's the truth of the matter. And so Johnny Smith scores a very controversial victory over Leo Burke. You saw it right here on your television screen. Johnny Smith had to use the ropes to apply the leverage. Test, test. Okay, let's go over to Jim Davies.
Johnny Smith with the always present Weasel. And Johnny, your debut in the heavyweight division, a successful one, but we all saw how you won.
Of course it was
You
a
cheated.
successful one. Listen,
It doesn't matter how I won. The point is, Leo Burke is a veteran in these rings in Calgary. He's had the North American belt more than anybody, and right here in Calgary tonight, the British Bruiser busted and bruised him up, and I got the victory. It doesn't matter how you get the victory. I proved myself in the middleweight rankings. I'm unstoppable and I'm unbeatable. I've beaten all the middleweights. As I said, I've moved up into the heavyweights. The first one I won tonight, Leo Burke, an experienced campaigner. The next one's on the list, and just better watch out. I don't care who it is. Steve DeSavo, Steve Blackman, anybody, I don't care, because the British Bruiser's here, and the British Bruiser's here to stay.
No shortage of confidence for Johnny Smith. Coming right up. Get out of here. Coming up, International Tag Team Championship action.
Well, first you've got Benoit and you've got Bruce Hart, and then the Bulldogs are around. You got to be nervous.
Oh, that's easy. Chris Benoit and Bruce Hart. I hope you guys in shape, because tonight is a night for us to send you guys to the hospital really badly. Today you will be in the hospital really bad.
In the hospital? I don't believe that.
Chris Benoit and Bruce Hart maybe made a mistake of your life when you challenge the Cuban Commando in another qualification match, because tonight we're going to show you guys that we are the true champion, and we're going to be ready for the British Bulldogs, because the British Bulldogs have been hopping their big mouths, because
what's that again?
We don't see the British Bulldog around here, no? Because they may be just mouth but no heart.
Okay, here they are, the very confident Cuban Commandos. Yeah. This is for the International Tag Team belts. The Cuban Commandos against Chris Benoit and Bruce Hart. The bell did not ring before the thing got underway. Just in the very early stages, the ring introductions were about to take place. They never did. But you know and I know that Chris Benoit is out of Edmonton. Bruce Hart from Calgary. Their combined weight, 431 pounds. They're in against the Cuban assassin from Havana and comrade Jerry Morrow of Martinique. Combined weight, 273 pounds. Slight weight differential, but that doesn't mean a thing. I might further remind you, this is a no disqualification bout. And we're at the early going, 1 minute mark. Bruce Hart just hammering away at Morrow. And they get all wrapped up on the ropes. He's being choked, now he's being dragged to mid-ring. That Morrow is looking at me and yelling, "What do you think about that, Whalen?" Well, I got a news flash. I don't think it's very sporting. No disqualification or not, he's got his belt wrapped around Hart's throat. Not a pretty picture. The crowd trying to rouse Bruce. What's he going to do now? He's going to go upstairs, that much we know. Punched with a belt. And now the Cuban Commando, the Cuban assassin himself, in the ring. Bruce really getting banged around at this point in the match. We're nearing the 10-minute mark. 1 fall, 1 hour time limit. Cuban's going to drive him into the post. Jim Davies a few moments ago was quite correct. Hart and Benoit asked for the no disqualification. also said a few moments ago, there's no doubt that this duo of Hart and Benoit is the #1 contender. But the division, the tag team division, really gets mixed up, doesn't it, when the British Bulldogs join the fray? We have gone past 10. 60-minute time limit. Had his problem, but primarily the problem has been trying to tangle with two at a time. And there is another illustration right there. Benoit trying to break it up. And he does successfully. Watch this now. Oh, how sweet. Bruce Hart trying to hold him at bay. But he's jammed up against the ropes. Masterful with that clothesline, the tag, and it's Chris Benoit. He greets the Cuban, little noggin knocking right here. Little house cleaning too. The explosive Chris Benoit, beautifully done. 1, 2. Morrow looking a bit startled. Suplex. Just 2. Little extracurricular shot by Bruce Hart. Boy, that was a long flight. He flattened him. Boy, he came within 1 count of the title right there. There's going to be a confrontation right here. I like it. Has he got him? Morrow got him in the midsection. Boy, that's a rough landing, isn't it? Pile driver. Bruce Hart trying to get it in who? Oh, it's all over. It's all over. But the Weasel held Bruce Hart out of there, and the net result is the Commandos managed to score. And that's that. They retain their belts. Well, you managed it. You managed it.
You know what? Tonight, the people saw what happened to Chris Benoit and Bruce Hart. Now, I hear that the British Bulldogs have been opened the big mouths and made a challenge to the Cuban Commandos for the international tag team belt. But I'm going to tell you this, British Bulldogs, you went around the world. You was a world champion. That is X world champion. We are international tag team champions. And when you put R with X, R is better than X. Now, if you want for the rest, people come.
We're hearing some music here.
Listen,
We are hearing
Fidel Castro is part of
We're
us.
hearing British Bulldog music. We're hearing British Bulldog music. Look at this. Listen to the crowd. Davey boy, you see it here. They're mouthing off about you, Davey. I don't believe it. They are.
That's right. You know what? And I was watching the Cuban Commandos back there on the monitor, and they said that we're scared of challenging them. Well, let me tell you something, Cuban Commandos. We're coming back, and we're back right now, and we'll challenge you anywhere. It doesn't matter if it's Calgary, Edmonton, Saskatoon, Regina. It doesn't matter.
Look out. They've jumped Dynamite. What is this? They go in here. Here go the British Bulldogs. They just hammer away. Yes, sir. Bang them around. All of a sudden, the Commandos don't look so tough, do they? It's house cleaning time. House cleaning time.
We're ready, able, and willing to do damage anytime. These people know. We told these people we're coming back to Stampede Wrestling, and the British Bulldogs are back. So Cuban Commandos, all you guys back there who want a piece of the British Bulldogs, you come and get a piece of this. You come and get a piece of these two right here.
Dynamite, great to see you here. You're gonna take them.
Anyway, we're back to stay, and we're going to take those international tag team belts away from the Cuban Commandos. Ed, it's great to see you again.
Okay, there they are. Hey, is it great to have them back in the territory? The world-famous Bulldogs, the Dynamite Kid, and Davey Boy Smith. Listen to that crowd. Worth of them out of Saginaw, Michigan. This will be a one-fall affair. 60-minute time limit. Maka Singh looking a little reluctant about going into the ring.
Your main and final event is bout for the North American.
Jim Davies doing the official announcement in the ring.
1 hour time limit. Already in the ring, weighing in at 290. From Los Angeles, the challenger, Strangler Steve DeSalvo. And just
being introduced, he's popular.
380, Saginaw, Michigan, Makan Singh. Your referee, Wainhard, 1 fall, 1 hour time limit.
1 fall, 1 hour. As we mentioned to you, it's the champion against the #1 challenger. Champion doesn't exactly look overconfident, does he? The rules being explained, which is kind of silly. I don't think either man knows them. DeSalvo goes after him right away. Doesn't give him a chance to get into the ring. Giving him a shot to the back, then another one. DeSalvo, who was ambushed last week by Makan Singh, just goes right to work. It's all DeSalvo here in the early going. 1 fall, 1 hour time limit. Gives him a close-in clothesline. Looks at the crowd. Makan doesn't want any of it right now. Of course, I talked a moment ago about the tag team division getting muddled. When we get the Rock Morocco in here, the heavyweight division will get muddled too. So far, Mucka can do not a thing. It's all DeSalvo. It's all the challenger. Makan Singh, the reigning champion, 380 from Saginaw, against Strangler Steve DeSalvo, the challenger for the North American title, 290 out of Los Angeles, California. Mucka has done not a thing. Not one thing thus far. He's getting wrapped up in the ropes. DeSalvo not too unhappy about that. Watch it. Crowd says one more time, and Steve DeSalvo obliges. Puts him in solidly. DeSalvo is being warned, but I don't think he cares. One more time. Got him high in the chest. Yellow card being shown to DeSalvo. He cares not a whit. Beautifully with that block. He might have him, you know that? But DeSalvo would be wise to quit staring at the crowd and to go to the attack. Oh, the referee got flattened. There's a 1. There's a 2. There's a 3. Oh, what is this? What is this? Johnny Smith. Oh, no, what a that's nonsense. What a miscarriage of justice there. DeSalvo, the referee didn't even see it. Referee did not see it. Oh, that's a terrible way. A terrible way in which retain your belt. I just can't believe what I just saw. Bobby, okay. Mucka Singh retaining his belt over Strangler Steve DeSalvo, who's exceedingly upset. I'm not sure he knew what hit him.
We'll be right back with the participants in that strange main event with Ed Whalen. But first, Saskatchewan, look out. The stars of Stampede Wrestling coming to the Saskatoon Centennial Auditorium Monday, December 12th. Tickets at the auditorium box office. Prince Albert Exhibition Center Tuesday, December 13th. Tickets at the Tobacco Square and Regina Exhibition Auditorium Wednesday, December 14th. Tickets at the Agrodome box office. All those cards will feature the famous British Bulldogs. And don't forget, the Broadview Community Complex, Thursday, December the 15th. You want to be there.
You know, all you people in Saskatchewan have been writing letters to Stu Hart and saying, when are the British Bulldogs going to come back to Saskatchewan? When are they going to come back to Stampede Wrestling? Well, let me tell you something. It doesn't matter if it's Regina, Saskatoon, Prince Albert, the British Bulldogs are going to be there. And we're going to be facing people like the Cuban Commandos. The Don the Rock Morocco is going to be there. He's going to be facing Mucka Singh. You're going to have two of the biggest title matches you've ever seen in Saskatchewan. So get ready for the biggest bang ever, because the British Bulldogs are back in Stampede Wrestling, and we're here to stay. Isn't that right, Dynamite?
That's right. Cuban Commandos, you take a good look at the British Bulldogs right now. Do you see a smile on my face? No. We're going to go in that ring with you, like Dave Boy said, doesn't matter where it is in Saskatchewan. We're going to go in that ring, we're going to out-wrestle you, we're going to embarrass you, Dave's going to pick me up, the big dive, 1, 2, 3. We're going to take those belts away from you. One more thing. We called up Malachi, Hawaii, Don the Rock Morocco's running on the beach and pumping those weights. Mucka Singh, you've got to face him at 290 pounds. He's full of fight and fury. And when he gets in that ring with you, you better get ready for the biggest embarrassment of your life, because Morocco is going to take that North American belt away from you and put it around that Hawaiian